なんかしないで行こうとしてるから。
Oh, Doc, what you did? Okay, let's. You don't have the. I'll come back when you've.
怒らせてくれないの？
Hi, I'm going. Why? I'm a doctor. I'm going to take. What? See you.
使えないし、他の人に。
Hello again. You now. Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Do you want this?
Diva?
Yeah.
Non.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
よいしょもらいね。カーテン閉めれないの？
This guy didn't look sick. He didn't have spots or stitches, and. Hi. I thought about it, but I. Have you. Do you rec. Doesn't that bel. No. He's a clown. You wouldn't think so. Do you? I'd rather. Ignorance. Do you? It looks like. How did you know? I'm a. I'm going to. Why? I'm a doc. See you later.
こっちには行けるんだ。でもビップには行けない。
Hey! Oh no! I'm okay. Hey! Oh. He looked. No. See you later. Yeah! Do you want.
Diva?
Yeah.
Non.
Is.
Non. No, I don't.
I've been carrying around my pockets. Do you.
Oh dear.
Who?
Monsieur Bois.
Does.
I...
Thank you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
You haven't. You. Okay. I have. Well, it's. It's. I'll. Hi. Do you know? I'm ignorant. I'm going. Why? I'm a doctor.
どういうこと？
See you later.
どういうこと？ヒントを見てみるか。業務をクリアしないといけないわけね。
The name on the chart. His temperature.
血圧計の
The graph showed it. It kind of shook me to see. Hello again. Do you know? No. Maybe not. The nurse was stunning. Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Do you want the...
Diva.
Yeah, do you want it?
Non, ça.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
見てない時になんかあるか。
Now, the guy was sick. His face, I wondered whether I ought to call him. Hello again. Well, thanks, Doc. This guy didn't look sick to me. He didn't have spots or... Hi. I thought about, but... I thought, but... I'm going to... Why? I'm a doctor. See you later. His temperature was... The name on the chart... According to the chart... The graph showed a steady... It kind of shook me to see this guy's light.
何をすればいいんだ。ヒント見ちゃおう。ヒント。専門家の意見が必要だ。あ、お医者さんに聞いてくればいいのか。どうしよう。
Excuse me, you left...
Well, stop wondering about Bonnie. This is Benoit, my nephew.
私の甥いだ。
Can I trust you to look after
彼の
him?
面倒見てくれ
Do
る。
your own babysitting, Gramps.
面倒は自分で見ろ。
Who do you think you are, anyhow?
そもそも君は
I am Felix Hagenmeier.
私はフェリックス・ハーゲンマイヤー。
And may I say what you are on my medical wall of fame,
医療維持年
right up there with
齢
Pastor,
リ
and
アリーと
I look on it as a privilege. No,
お医者さんの
an honor
面倒見られるのは
He
光栄だ。
is fresh out
彼は
of
今も
medical
卒
school.
業したばかり
It
で
will open his eyes to see a real.
I'll bet.
だろうね
Show him around.
案内
Let him
して
see
本物
some
の風景を
real
見せて
stuff.
よ。
Look what Nurse Gren.
Ah, yes, very good. It reassures the public to see the medical professional using traditional art care.
愛心するものだ。
So long, Hagen. Excuse me.
そうないかな。
So long, Hagen.
こいつここは
Hey, Benoit.
There's no need to. What do you want?
Do you know the nurse?
No, miss. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands
手を
dirty.
残すのが待ちきれ
I was talking about treating my first patient, doctor. I didn't mean to get my hands dirty with the nurse.
Shut up, Benoit.
黙れ、ブノワ
Okay, sir.
承知しました、先
Here, take this.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to...
Well, keep it safe
生。
until
何
I
かを思いつく
think of
ま
something.
で完全に保管しておいてくれ。
What does this tool suggest to you?
Isn't that...
I hope not. Follow me.
I'm right behind.
もうこれで連れてけばいい。
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
「これで行ったら
You are. Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients. The young man's face was full of eager. Hey, Benoit!
Yes, sir?
Are you ready with that pressure gauge?
Primed and ready to pump, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Eric Saltmarsh.
Okay.
「こっちの人も測った」
Hey, Benoit!
Yes, sir? Ah, yes.
Use it.
Okay.
The graph showed a steady decline. It kind of.
これで OK かな。
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I'm. Have you? Is in quarantine. Marquet. I would.
He has.
anthrax.
種石何ですか？
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
証明しベッドを開けて
That's cold and distant.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat.
かっ
Suits
こいいから似合っ
that.
てますよ。ありがとう。
Have you seen any suspicious characters on the...
かけたことあります
Yeah.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No.
いえ、ボロボロ
This-
の車です
How was the bear act...
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
ホンブルグ帽をか
Is
ぶ
that
って
against the law?
それは法律違反なんですか
No, but it's
いえ
pretty
でも
weird
熊
for
で
a
す
bear.
奇妙です
Don't you think it's
その
possible
熊
that
が
the
変
bear
装
was
した
a
人
man
間
in
だった可能
disguise?
性はありますか
Well, obviously, I'm not completely
私
stupid.
だって全くのバカじゃ
But
あり
who
ません
would go
でも
to the
わざわざ
bother
熊を
of
振りする
disguising
人
him?
なんていま
It's
すか
not as if
あの
he'd
格好
blend
で
in
周
with
囲
the
に溶け込め
surrounding.
ないですよ
I checked with base to see if any bears had been reported missing from the zoo or a traveling circus. They told me to
応援
sit
が到
tight
着するま
until
で待機しろと
reinforced.
言われてい
I
ま
guess
した
they're
が
right.
確かにその通り
I'd be
ですね
stupid to tackle a bear single-handed.
Are you Thomas Merlin of Group?
No,
Then you... Have you ever...
no,
Do you...
no.
Would you...
What for?
As a jest...
On reflect.
Cat...
Au revoir. If you see that bear, kick him in the
熊を見
nuts.
かけたら股間を蹴り飛ばしてください
Rather you than me, pal.
The machine was far too Marquet's slim hold on life. Another graph. On the top of the chart was his name. I didn't need to be a doctor to read the graphs. The bottles were full of liquid. I figured Marquet's life. Marquet was either peacefully sleeping, or rousing him in the latter case would take a miracle. Marquet?
Yes.
You have?
Well,
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
the Lamar gem.
ロックマンの宝石
Yeah, right here in my-
今ポケットに入ってるてっきり
I
写
thought
真
you
の
would.
うちに
Not me.
違う
I never inhaled.
シーシャなんて一度も吸ったことないつ
So,
まり私の代わりに君が来たのかああ、そん
Yeah.
な状態じゃアイルランドに
You
行く
could.
のは無理だな
What should I do with the
宝石は
gem?
どうすればいい
deliver
急い
it.
で団長に
Those
届ける
tell
観
him
客をパリで発見したと伝え
You
る
have it?
今持ってるのか
not yet.
まだだが手配済みだ
I
ちょっとした手下をやっ
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
グイドか
you
知ってるの
We've
か
met.
私たちは会ったことがあるの
What about the
写
Hashashin?
真についてはおそらく狙いはクラ
is
ウスマル
more
だったの
ill
剣の復活を阻止するためにはどんな手段でも使ってくるだろう
And that's
それは
bad.
まずいのか
as
クラ
for
ウスの
Klaus
シリアで無駄足を積んで
They have geese in
シ
Syria?
リアまで随分遠回りだな
it
彼はその場所に
as
つ
a
いて仮
Syrian.
説を立てている
That's enough excitement for one day, monsieur. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of
当
course.
然患者さんと話を
Monsieur Marquet is my patient.
マルケさんは
If Herr Hagenmeier was to hear that,
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Oh, there you are, sir.
こんにちは
I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure
圧
gauge.
力計の検査は終わりました
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise?
何の
It sounds as if
誰が
someone's having a
ホスト
cat.
リも起こしたようです
It's all right. The doctor's in there with it.
いるから大丈夫だマルケじゃね
Are you sure he was a
本
doctor?
当に彼は医者だったんです
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr.
出てくれた
Braille.
よブライユ医師
There's no Dr.
ここにブライユ
Braille.
医師
He's an imposter.
あいつは偽物だ
The door's locked.
人が
Help me,
ロックされて
officer.
る。助けてくれ。
Stand back,
下が
monsieur.
ってください、皆さん。殺された。ニコのアパートに戻っ
I found Jacques Marquet.
た。若干マルクを見つけた。
Did he talk?
彼は喋ったの。
Yeah, he talked.
最後の言葉を残
He's
した。
dead?
死んだの？
Yeah,
あ、
killed in
偽医者に
cold
冷
blood.
酷に殺
Does
され
this
た。
figure...
強すぎるな。
What kind of guy
医
would
者を
pass
装って
himself
ま
off
で
as
死
a
にかけてい
doctor
る
and take
男を利用
advantage
す
of a
るなんてど
dying...
んなやつなの？
Was it Count?
カードなの？
No, I don't know
違う、
who he
正体
was,
不
but
明
it's
だ。
certain
カー
he
ド
got
なの？
away out the
窓
window.
から逃げられた。
Have you ever heard of the
アシャシーンって聞い
Hashiashin?
たことあるか？ないわ。
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the
彼
bogus
の最大の
doctor.
敵はあの偽医者だった。
Don't remind me.
思い出さ
That
せ
guy
ない
was
でくれ。あの
evil.
男は凶悪だっ
He
た。
had wild,
死んだ
staring
方みた
eyes
いに
like a
不気味な
dead.
目を
I'll
し
never
て、
trust a
もう二度
doctor
と医者な
again.
んて信じない。
Do you think the
マルケを
assassin was
殺したのも
responsible?
暗殺
I
者だ
don't
と思う
think so.
か？違うと思う。
He
じゃ
could
ない
have
と最初
finished
に
him
ど
off
こ
the
から
first
仕留め
time.
てたの？
Besides, Marquet would have
マルケは
recognized
彼の
him.
顔を覚えて
He
たん
was
だ。
pumped to the gills
マル
with
ケは鎮
sedatives.
痛剤を山ほど投与
He
されて
wouldn't
い
have
たんだ。
recognized the
自己紹
four
介しない
horsemen of
限
the
り、
apocalypse
ロ
unless
キ
they'd
シロク
introduced
の
themselves.
4騎士だってわからなかっただろう。
Can you think of any?
That's a thing for mesh. What are you doing?
I picked it up in the hospital.
You ought to take it back.
パクってきてるやん、血圧計。
I guess I'd better go back.
Which one? Rosso or...
I'll let you.
警察官。
Excuse me.
What do you want
今
now?
度は何？
Have you ever heard of the
私のこと
Hashashin,
は聞いて
Sergeant?
るかじゃあさ。
What was that?
それは何で
The cult of the
暗
assassins.
殺教団だと。
What are you trying to say,
何を
Stovak?
してる？
That the clown
あ
is
の
a
ピエロ
member
がその
of
教
that
団の
cult.
一団だってこと。
I see.
なるほど、それで
And what
証拠はあるんですか？
I
証拠
arrived
理
at
論
my
的な
conclusion
推論で
Pseudo-intellectual
出てるわけ。
leave the investigation of crime to
犯
those
罪
who
調
know
査のプロ
best.
である我
The
々
pol-
警察に任せてください。
Is wrong.
Yes, it.
話させろ。
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
早く呼んでこい。
It's Stovak, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you, Moo.
What now, monsieur?
No.
その組織とか言わないの。誰かって。
So long and...
あ、じゃああ、博物館のやつ盗まれるって言ってたね。うちが盗もうと思ってたのに。
You have left it very late, monsieur.
Late for what?
Anything? I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like to get locked in. I can tell you. Not in this gallery.
Why not?
It is haunted, monsieur.
幽霊が出るの？
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
幽霊なんて信じて
Oh,
ないの？
yes, I
いや、
do.
信じてますもん。
7 years ago, a lad managed to
5
hide.
年前、ここに一晩潜り込んだ若者がいたん
He
で
made a bet with his friends, I
友人と
suppose.
賭けでもしたんですよ。
When I found him in the morning,
彼は
it
氷の
was
ように冷たく
cold
硬直
as
してい
ice
ました。
and
Well, what was
死
the...
因は
they said it
脳
was,
腫瘍だと言われ
but
ました。だけど、
on his
顔には
face
これ
was
ま
a
で見た
look
ことが
of
ないほどの
stark
恐怖が
death.
浮かんでいました。
Scary.
怖いな。
What can you tell me about...
A rare example of silver coinage from the reign of
希少な銀貨
that
です。
little oddly buried for centuries in a field. They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in your...
あ、見たじゃん。
What
何
a
回も同
rare...
じ。
Yeah, you...
Does this...
No. Thanks.
Hi, Andre. Have you ever...
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templar.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, Assassini, the assassins.
これが現代のアサシンの語源だ。
How did the assassins
ア
get
サ
their
シンは
name?
なぜそう呼ばれるようになった
From
の
the
か。
legend surrounding the secrets of a young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams.
大麻を与えられた。
He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
そして絶世の美女。
Cool.
すごい
Do you have the
そこ
address?
の住所を教えてくれ
I
る。
haven't finished the
まだ
story.
話の途中だ。この
There was a
楽園を
price to pay for this
出会うのには対価が
taster.
必要だった
Wouldn't you just know it?
やっぱりそんなうまい話あるわけ
The
ない。
young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs.
天国のほんの一部を見せられたと言われるわけだ。
A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join.
How did the assassins
暗
operate?
殺兄弟はどのように活動してい
Well,
た
as I explained, the new recruits would be only two. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
君はどう思うか。
I think you ought to know that the tripod is...
The Lochman tripod?
It's true. I can give you a description.
Before they supposed that
I heard them planning the raid.
犯人たちが計画していることを耳にした。
they're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the
その
tripod
客
to
は
me
念
for
のため私
safekeeping?
が扱っておこう
Because I'd never see it
二度
again.
と戻ってこない
Well,
から
don't you trust me?
私を信用してい
It's
ない
not a
のか
question of trust,
信用の問
George.
題ではないんだ
That
ジョージ
tripod is
その
hundreds
三
of
脚
years
は
old
何
and
百年も前
extremely
のものな
fragile.
んだ非常に壊れ
I
やすい
get your
言いたいこ
point.
とは分かった
Thanks for your help. You're welcome.
Don't open. Don't open. It is closing time, Monsieur Lobino.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
もう閉館か一日は短すぎる
More than enough for me.
私には
I
十
can't
分
wait to get home and put my feet up.
早く帰ってくつろぎたいものです
Eh bien,
で
see you
はまあで
tomorrow.
は明日
Good night, Monsieur.
おやすみなさいあの怪しい二人組が来たぞ
Hey, kiddo! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
ぐずぐずすんな懐中電灯を持ってさっさと来いよ
Oh, kiddo!
来いぞ
What's the big idea, you dummy?
何考え
Shine
て
the
んだ
light
か
down
下を
here.
照らせ
The
銀
mummy!
河だ動いてる
If that's a
あれが
mommy,
ミイラだって
I'm glad I'm an
俺は
orphan.
神だえ死んだ海に捨てられたぞゲームオーバーどうすりゃいいんだどうすりゃいいんだ懐中電灯か
It is closing time.
Alright. Eh bien,
Good.
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around. Get your ass over.
懐中電灯ないじゃん。なんもない。あ、またやらかした。
What's the big idea, you dummy?
The mummy! It's...
If that's a mommy, I'm glad.
パターン。歩いて行って鳴らせばいいのか。これか。なんだろうな。何かが足りないのか。
It is clothing time. Alright.
Hey, get...
もうちょっと隠れてくれないの。
Oh, Guido!
What's the big idea, you?
あ、歩いちゃったからダメなんだ。ほい。ねえ。ヘルプを見てみる。で、ブルーヌってここでしょ。そうだな。これしかないな。
And good.
こ 圧計ぐらいしかないと。
Hey, Guido! Quit fooling around. Get. Oh, Guido! What's the...
ダメじゃん、近づいちゃうじゃん。
If that's a mommy, I... 'Don't open... Don't...
持ち物。石膏か。粉をまけばいいか。
It is clothing time, Miss.
All right. Hey, get... Quit. Get your ass up.
つかむって何？あ、これね。石膏じゃない？
Oh, Guido! What's the
ダメ
deal?
じゃん。
If that's a mommy,
どうしてもそういうのじゃ。石膏を巻き散らしてくんないのか。
It. Go.
hey, quit. Oh, Guido! What's the deal?
ここからできるの？お、トーテムポール。
What the? Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Oh, ブラックキャットが来た。トーテムポールか。
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the
全てを
whole
台無
thing.
しに
I
した。
don't think
そうで
so.
もないわ。
You made a pretty good job of distracting.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he
違う、
didn't.
変装できるのは彼だけじゃないわ。つまり
It was you who
観
stole
客を
the
盗ん
tripod.
だのは
Oh,
君か。
hell,
冗談じゃないが
Nico.
ニコ、撃たれる
But
ところ
those
だ。
dogs are more
あの
likely
マ
to
ヌケ
shoot
ど
their
もは
own
自分たち
feet.
の足を撃つ方が得意そうだ。
I just wish you'd told me your plan. We're supposed to be in this together.
我々は協力す
But
る
how
はずだ
come
ろ
you
う。
dressed
そ
up
れ
like
に
a
なぜパントマ
pantomime
イムの
cat?
猫みたいな格好をしてる
Don't
の？
circle,
ジョージお
Jersey.
願いだからすねないで。クソ、ジョージ
Oh, I really thought you'd
喜
be
んでくれると思った
pleased.
のに、結局観客は手に入れたじゃない。
Aren't you going to
観客
try
に宝石
putting
を
the
つける
gem
つもり
on?
はない
I
の？
guess
そ
so.
うするしかないか。
Nothing happened.
何も起きなかった。
The gem fits
宝石
perfectly,
はぴっ
but
たりは
what
ま
does
るだ
that
ろうが
prove?
何の証明になるか。
Maybe the tripod
観
has to
客を
be in a
特定
certain
の場所に置く
location.
必要があるのかも
There's
ね。
nothing on the manuscript to
写本
indicate
に場
where,
所の
though,
手
is
がかり
there?
はない。
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobby.
Oh, yeah.
あ、
I
君
hope
の
he
住所
didn't
を教
mind
え
me
たけど
giving
気
him.
にしない
Not
で
at
ね。
all.
全くよ、彼に
It
再
was
会でき
lovely.
て嬉しか
He
っ
was
たわ。
over the moon when I
毎日
showed
写
him the
本を見
money.
たら大喜び
It's
だ
not
ったわ。
often he gets that
あの人があん
excited.
なに興奮するのは珍
He made a
しい。
sketch of the Knight's Christ to take back to the museum.
紋章のスケッチを描いて博物館に持ち帰ったのよ。
I believe he's
その紋章を
identified
持
the
つ一
family
族を
who...
特定
I
した
sure
みたい。
hope so.
そうだといいけど。
Labino explained who the Hashishi,
Yeah?
the cult of the
暗
assassin.
殺教団だそう
あ
だ。やれやれ。はしゃしーん。
What do you think the...
Only manuscript?
So, we risked...
Don't ask me. Maybe it's in...
光が導くって
I
書い
have
てあったもんね。
time...
Okay.
博物館で。博物館。お、ピエロおる。
There was a small crowd of five... It's a weird thing. But you can take the most intelligent, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto. They look like
す
morons.
ごく間抜けに見える。なぜだろ
Hello again.
Hello.
I'll see you... I had no desire...
う。お高く止まっちゃって。
The juggler was good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job? Maybe he just liked
バ
dressing
カみ
up
たいな
like a
格好が好き
horse's
な
ass.
だけなのかもしれない。
Hey, you with the ball? We?
み、
What do you know?
Let's
テン
play.
プル騎士団、確か最後の
The last Grandmaster
ドモレーは
on
確
an
定
island in the sea.
1314
In
年
30.
に全
Wow.
の島で。
You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
知識があるな。いや、むしろあそこの看板を読んだんだ。
How did you
どうやっ
learn
て
to be a
曲芸師になったんだ？ 曲芸
What is-
曲芸師ってなんだ
It's
君のこと
You
が
juggle,
ジャグ
that
リング
makes you a
できるな
juggler.
ら曲芸師だ
Oh,
ろ
I
違う
am a
私は
jongleur.
ジョングルール
A
だ
jongleur.
ジョングルールなんだそれ知らないと思うあ
A
知らないジ
jongleur
ョング
is
ルー
an
ルとは
artist,
反重力
a
と
master
球体の
of
バ
the
レエ的
contour
空
gravity.
中移動
Et
の謎
romantique
を
mystérieuse.
操る芸人の達人芸術家な
In
のだ
centuries
は
past,
るか
the
昔欧
courts of
州
the
の王宮には
crowned
必
of Europe
ずジョングル
and
ール
the
が仕えてい
witty
た
erudite
洗練され
men
たユ
to
ーモア
whom the
と
monarchs
深
turned
知
in
識
their
を備え
hours
た王た
of
ちが困難な
need.
状況に置かれた時に頼った知恵者た
Wait
ち
a
が
minute, wait.
待ってくれ
Our
整理
enemies
さ
are
せ
at
て
the
ほしい
borders.
敵が国境
Plague
を脅か
ravages
し
the land,
疫病が広
and
が
the
り農
peasants
民
are
たちが
revolting.
反乱を起こしてい
Thank
た
God
だが
we've
心
got
配ない
Chuckles
我
the
々に
Jongler
は
to throw his
玉
balls
好き
around.
のジョン・ルールがいるって
I don't think so.
そんなわけないだ
That juggling
ジ
doesn't
ャグ
look
リン
so
グ
difficult.
なんて
Oh,
難しくなさそう
it
だお
does.
や簡単に見
Perhaps
え
you
るか
feel
自分な
I'll
ら
give
で
it a
きる
try.
や
be
って
my
みよ
guest.
I had no idea, but this guy was
だが
obviously
明
an
らか
idiot,
に
so
間
how
抜けでこの
difficult
男
could
がで
it
き
be?
るというのなら大して難しくはないだ
A lot more
大
difficult
し
than
た
I
ものだっ
thought.
たよそれ以
That's,
上に難しか
still,
っ
it was my big
た全
chance
く
to
知
be
らない人
derided
た
by
ちに笑い
complete
物に
strangers.
されるチャンスだった
Not so
こ
easy
れ簡
after.
単じゃない
No,
だ
I
ろ
guess
あ
not.
そうみたいななんでそんなバカにしだすの
Have you seen?
No,
Does this?
you smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case,
Th-
you working a lot.
No, try.
You still.
No. Well,
It is a.
wait.
おはようございま
Catch you later.
すにゃにゃ
Au revoir, monsieur.
今日もいい一日を過ごしてね
For discipline. A bit of a stained glass. Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of stat had been on the end of the, around the base. Well, I could have just, but I wanted other than a statue. The statue had any secret.
どっかに置けるはずやどっかに置くのあくっつけとかんきゃダメかもしかして
Uh,
ダメだ この辺の像は関係ない。
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. Per disciplinum meum lux videmus. A bit of a stained glass window. Wow. Hoping for a big had been per
ヘビってことは病院か。
Hey! Leave that.
バレた。
Sorry. You.
あ、でもないか病院。ホスピタル。
Excuse me. Stop. Inspector Ross.
Ah, yes. You were accidentally trapped.
It could happen to any.
Indeed. As could being knocked unconscious by... What do you want?
Is
なん
Rosso?
か話せるか
Yes, I did.
One moment. It's Tobak.
Thank you, Moo.
What now?
Does this match?
No. God only knows. He claims.
Did I?
Oui.
Absolutely.
So long. Bye. I thought you might like to know.
な。
They found
Where did he turn up?
a little village on the Norwegian coast. The fish had made a meal of him, but the police pathologist identified the teeth.
身元を特定した。
Poor
かわい
Molly.
そうな森。
He had such
彼が
dignity.
魚の餌になるの。
Yes,
魚の餌。まだいけんの？泥棒されたのに。なくなっとる。
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Hi, Andre.
Hello,
What's with the long..."
haven't you heard?
No kidding.
I just don't. So many other treasures. And if he's choose it,
A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
現代の錬金術
Who knows?
師か何か。
There's no shortage of crazy. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie book. I didn't expect anything quite so.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Well, we, of
まあ
course.
そうだが。
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript...
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a...
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the...
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
Do you think the manuscript could be the map to the Templar...
Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though?
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely.
ありえないんかい。これ打てたらどうなるの？ほらーってなる。
Thanks for your help. You're welcome.
ゲームオーバーってなるか。出さないか、さすがに。
Hi, Andre.
Hello.
Oh, oui? What would you say if I told you I knew who'd taken the tripod?
I'd call the police and have them arrested.
That's what I thought.
Who was he?
Oh, I don't know, really. It was just a high...
That's too bad. If I could get my hands on the thief, I'd wring his neck.
首を絞めてやりたい。
Thanks for your help on...
You're welcome.
言わない、ちゃんと空気読んで。それだけ絵を見てどこかわからなかった。
Hello.
What do you make...
It's the big... Well,
From Professor...
did the people...
Yeah, the site where this... Do you think it could be...
No, I...
Thanks for your...
You're welcome.
の中とかではなさそうだな。考えても教会が怪しいよな。行けるところがあと教会ぐらいしかない。大口って関係ないじゃん。三脚見してみるか。
Hello. Yes. Does this numb? Does aha? A very large numb it? I good luck, Inspector.
もういつでも来れるな。あ、他の国ある。いけるんか。どこか。もうなんか異国の音が。
I'm no student of architecture, but I wondered if it was some sort of
水巻き広い。いいね。芝生育ててる。
There was a crotchety old guy watering the lawn. If this garden was all his own work, he was more capable than he looked. Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobar. I was what?
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak.
There is no household. Only the countess.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
No, she hasn't won.
A more cunning man might have claimed that,
Oh yeah? They might have, might they?
and that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises. The countess doesn't do the lottery.
宝くじなど購入しない。
Okay.
Adios.
あ、ディアオ。建物行ってみるか。こっちも行けるか。近くで見るだけか。いい感じの庭だね。あ、マップ変わるんだ。
The door was in keeping with the ornateness of the rest of the building. Rats.
ロックス。そうでしょうね。
Over the doorway was a statue of a hooded figure bearing... It looked kind of sinister. Down below the estate, I could see the seas. It was a beautiful sight, and looked a lot like the scene from the manuscript. I wanted to go swimming, but I didn't have...
すごいね、個人宅で管理してんだ。
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home.
Well,
then show it.
Okay.
この線をどうにかしちゃうのか。
The hose ran from some sort of utility. I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me. The hose ran.
Cheこんなところに使う。水の出が悪くなる。
My horse.
ホースが止まった。なんだ。
See,
あ、
my
私のホー
horse
スが止
never.
まらんか
Well,
った
I'm
な。
sorry to hear
残
it.
念だな。古き
It's always
歴史が
sad
終
when an
わ
old
らない。いつ
tradition...
も寂
Did
しい
you
な。
have anything to do
君
with
が
it?
関与したのか。
See,
あ、
Well,
君だ。
I'm
驚いたの。そんなことを
I'm
疑うと
mortified.
は。
very
簡
easily,
単に疑え
senor.
るや、セニョ
Well,
ール。
I'm
簡
going
単に
to
な。
find
ホー
out
ス
why
が止ま
my
った
horse,
理由を調
and
べ
that
る。
means
つまりは
going
式
into
に
the
入る
house.
必要があ
You
る。
are not.
君は絶対に式に入
Absolute.
る
If
な。
you do
入
go
った
in
ら
the
犬を
house,
放つぞ。回収しといた方がいいんじゃないですか。ホース。
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30... The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess,
伯爵夫人に会いに行く放送
with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop
私を
me.
止めようとする姿も
Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great...
素晴らしい計画だ。
hey, you and
Oops.
Oops.
I know this doesn't
こ
look
れはま
good.
ずい状況
Look, senor,
聞いてくれ
all
て
I
る
want is a
私は
quiet
生活
a
の
life
不正だ
without mad
けど、外
house-breaking
国
foreigners
人
in
に
it.
家を荒らされない生活を
Understand?
分かった
Look, I just wanted
ト
to.
イレを借りたかっただけ
Leave now.
Okay, I'm going.
分かった、もうすぐ行くから。ここに隠れときゃいいやん。
The armor was a. I had a men with the guard. Apart from. I love. The armor was about my size. I had a men with the apart.
バレないタイミングがあるのか。
Hey, you,
Who, me?
come here. This is the second. If I,
There's no reason.
I don't,
Okay.
「が普通に2回上がっていいのか。
え
見つかるじゃん。
Who? I know.
right.
Don't do that.
Believe me,
You don't know that.
she has no time for the lead.
Please.
You're right. Out.
Okay, already.
ここに入れるとこないのかな。入るしかねえよな。ここはどこか隠れとけいい。鎧の裏に隠れとけばいい。
The armor was a. I had a with the apart. The armor was a. I had a mental with the garden. Apart from being stupid. There was a big aspidus.
植物に何触れるか。
I didn't want a pot plant. There was a big aspidistra sitting. I didn't want a pot. There was no way that I wanted to draw. I didn't want to pop. There was a big aspidistra sitting. A big chandelier, probably pretty impressive when all lit up. And it must keep the moth
あの
population
葉を
down.
減らす効果もあったに違いない。
I couldn't go up there. Must have been traveling pretty fast when it hit the wall. I didn't want an example of the taxidermist's art. A big, probably, and it must. I couldn't go. I didn't want an. Must have been traveling pretty. I didn't want to pop.
観葉植物ぐらいじゃね。
There was no way. I didn't want to.
What? なんだろうな。何で気を引けばいいんだ。
I didn't like the idea. The pressure sleeve had done a good job of closing. The armor was I had a mental vision with the guard. Apart from...
床に巻くとか巻けないか。なんだろう。ヒントを見るか。宝石。犬に投げるとか。イノシシ赤ハンダにするとか。
No way.
「お水出てる」とか石膏と水で。お水が全く出てないね。
I couldn't go up there. I didn't want an example. Must have been tricked.
ぶら下がったりできない。カーペットはなんだろうな。 うん期間なんだ。
Nope. I didn't want to provide. I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
おう
Hey, you. I know you are there. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
いいね。なんだこれ。
It was a small mirror hanging from the scum in the sink. It looked like he...
中しいける
It was just a little utility room with... Unless you counted the window.
まだ
And
出口
I didn't.
数えるなら別だが私は数えへえ入れない鏡があるだけか
It was a small mirror from the scum in...
おいる
Madre Dios. Good.
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
ここにあなたの居場所はない
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
話を聞いてくれませんか
Very well.
わかりました
State your business, then you...
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What?
This whole thing ties in somehow.
The Knights Templar are...
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges in?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing,
You'll be spending the night at the police. Very well. Please.
どうぞお座りください
thank you.
感謝します
I know your
あな
family's
たの
involved
家
with the
族はテンプル
Templars,
騎士
but
団
I
に
don't
関わ
know
っているのは
how.
知っていますが詳細
You
は
should
不
be
明です
asking how my
関わってい
family
るよう
were
どう関わってい
involved,
たかを問う
Senor
べきです
Stobart.
ストッパ
The
ー
Templars
テ
ceased
ン
to
プル騎
exist
士団は数
centuries
百年
ago.
前から滅び
And
ま
as
し
for
た
de
で
Vasconcelos, the line dies
セ
with
ロ
me.
スケは私で断絶
I'm
しま
sorry.
す失礼しました気にしないで
Okay,
わかりました
whatever
何が起こっ
happened
たかは
happened
わかりません
almost
が700年
700
近
years.
く前の
So,
話で
if
す
the
テンプル
Templars
騎士団
left
が
any
手がかりを
clues,
残したな
they're
ら
going to
14
be in
世
stuff
紀
that dates
初
back to
頭
the
のもの
early
に間違
14th.
いないでしょう
Obviously.
そうでしょう
So,
ね
what do you have around here that's
中
early
世
medieval?
初期のものありますか
Early
中世
medieval.
初期考え
Well,
ててくだ
the
さい
house is
これは比較的
relatively
新し
modern,
く
a
わずか
scan.
300
Oh,
年
of
ほどで
course.
ああそうだ
The
わ
chess
チェスの
set.
セットね
That chess set
こ
is
の
over
そのチェスの
600 years
セット
old.
600年以上前の
It
もの
must
な
be
の
worth
で
a
すか
fortune.
大金の価値があるんで
Indeed it is.
その通りです
Not that I
も
would
ちろん手放
part
すつもりは
No,
あ
I
りません
wouldn't either.
私
That's
で
the
も
sort of thing that gets
こういう
handed
も
down
の
to
を
your
師匠
children.
に伝えるべきです
Sorry.
すみません
Its value is less than you
持っ
might
ているほど
think.
価値は
The
ない
set
です
is
よ
not
セットが揃っ
complete.
ていないですからね
One of the pieces is a
一つは
modern
現代の複
replacement.
製品です
Ah,
オリジナ
it
ルの
was
方は
lost
ず
a
っ
long
と前
time.
になくなりま
Nobody
し
has
た
any idea
ど
where
こ
it
にあ
is?
るかは誰も知らないのですか
The
家
children
子供
had
た
it
ちが
when they
連
were
れ去られ
dead.
た時持っていました
Children.
子供たち
What
子
children?
供たちとは
All in good
時が来れ
time,
ばわかりません
Senor
ストバ
Stobart.
そうそう
May I
チェス
examine
の
the
セッ
chess
トを調
set?
べてもいいです
Certainly.
かどうぞ
But do not
正しくも
move any of the
動かないで
pieces.
すよね
Okay,
わ
thanks.
かりますありがとうございます
Close up, the
近
modern
くで見
piece
る
stood
と
out like
現
a
代の
sore
駒が
thumb.
目立って違和感
There
が
was something else
セッ
odd
トに
about
は
the
他に
set.
奇妙な
All of the
点があった
original
オリジナ
pieces
ルの
had
駒
irregular
すべ
bases.
て底面が不揃いだった
My lady, I have to warn you,
お
there's
伝
a...
えしなければならないのですが
You! Why, I
犬
feed
の
you.
餌にして
Lopez,
ロ
what
ペ
have I
ス
told you
そろ
about
そろ
feeding
犬の
intruder to the
餌に
dogs?
する件で何と言ったかし
But
ら
my lady,
ですが伯爵的
Never
私
without
の
my
許可な
permission.
しではいけません
Senor Stobart, if I find that you are wasting
もし
my
私の時
time,
間を無駄にしたと
You
思
will
った
be
ら犬
fed
の餌にしますよでは面
I
白いものを
want
お
follow
見せしま
me.
すついてきてください
Lopez, unlock
ロペ
the
ス
door,
を
por
開けてちょ
favor.
うだい
This is the only
これは
remaining
敷地内で
structure
唯
on the
一現
estate
存するテンプル騎士
contemporary with the Templars.
時代の
Nice.
建造物です
What is it, a
素敵です
summer house?
これは何ですか別
A
荘
mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
どうですなんだストッパール
Oh,
あ
Come with me.
ついてきなさい
hey, senor,
おい、
Yeah?
セニョール
I
なんだ
do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors.
工具を財布 受けたのかは知
But
らな
I
いが
do not trust
私は
you.
君を信用
You've
していない
got nothing.
心配
Aren't
す
you
る必要は
coming
ない
in?
中に入らないの
No,
か
the
いや
dead
死者
do
には
not
興味がない
interest
私
me.
の庭は生きている
My garden
の
is
そっちにいる
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place of the Devas Concedos Templars.
テンプル騎士たちの永眠の地として建てられました
It's well maintained.
よく手入れされてますね
These are my
こ
ancestors,
れらは
and they
私の
deserve
祖
respect.
先であり敬意を払うべき
I
存在
come
です
here at least
私は
once
週
a
に一
week
度こ
to
こ
say
に
a
来て彼
prayer
らのた
for
め
them.
に祈りを捧
Mind
げて
if
い
I
ます
have a look around?
周りを見回ってもいいです
By
か
all means.
どうぞご自由に
The mausoleum contained
病
5
院には
tombs
5つの石が安置され
for
ていた
5 of the Knights Templar,
5人のテンプル騎士
man
のため
size
だ
in marble.
人間の大きさの大理石
I wasn't about to start heaving at sarcophagus
着
lids with
人
the
の前
Countess
で
standing
石を
there.
いじり始める気にはならなかった
It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the
円
end.
とフックがついている
I guessed it
のだ
was for
った
snuffing
シャ
out
ンデ
the
リア
big
の大き
candle
な
in the
音を消
chandelier.
すための道具だと推測した
Now what?
さてどう
There was
する
nothing to snuff.
べきもの
Feeling like an idiot,
バカ
I
み
put it
たい
down
な手
again.
を再びそれを置いた
A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place.
この場所を見守っていた
It was too
それを移
delicate
動
to
す
move.
るには繊細すぎた
In front of the shrine was a lectern with a
祭
Bible
壇の
on it.
前には聖書台の上に聖書が置かれていた
On removing the
チェスの
Bible,
マークみたい
I
な
found
の
a
が
pattern on the
聖書を
lectern
どか
top.
すと聖書台の上に柄が見えたおいチェッ
It's
カー
a
ボードだ
checkerboard! The lectern top had a pattern of glass squares on
聖
it.
書台の上面にはガラスの四角い柄が刻まれていた
Close up,
近
I
づく
could
と
see
そ
that the
の柄が
pattern
ガ
was
ラス
made
の
up of
四
glass
隅で編
squares
成されているのが分かったガラスの四角で構成されている
over a checkerboard
チェッカー
pattern.
ボードの模様の
Some of the
上に
squares
いくつ
had
かの
little jagged holes
四
in the
角
middle.
の中央にはギザギザした小さな穴があったあれをはめるしかないんじゃないの
May I ask you something?
You may
What's the story
ガ
with
ラ
the
スの
glass
鉄板はどういう経緯
chessboard?
でここにあるんですか
Glass
ガラスの鉄板
Ah,
聖書台の
The
柄の
pattern on the
単
left.
なる装飾
There are
でしょう
pieces of
ガラス
glass
のかけらが
missing
い
from
くつか
it.
欠
oh,
けてい
it
ま
has
す
been like that
私が
since
子
I
供
was
の
a
頃から
girl.
そのままでした
The gaps in the glass,
No,
意図的
it
です
is
とんでもないわ
ridiculous.
何の意味があ
What?
るの
It's part of a
鉄板
chessboard.
の
And the
一部で欠けている
Then
部分
you're
は
stupid.
ストバードさんおっしゃりたい
This
のは
place was
この
built
場
for
所
the
はテンプル
Templars.
騎士団のため
Your
に
chess
建てられ
set
ました
is
そ
as
してあな
old
たの
as
チェ
the
スセットは
Templars.
テンプル騎士団と同じぐらい古いで
It's
す
kind of
ちょっと
suggestive.
意味深じゃないですか
Is the Virgin
聖
Mary
母マリアが
really
5
the
人の
right
騎士と霊廟
person
と
to be
も一緒に
sharing a
が適切
mausoleum?
でしょうか
You are showing
Lucio.
your ignorance,
露
Senor
呈してますね
Stobat.
ストッパードさん
The Templars
テンプ
were
ル騎士団は
dedicated
聖
to
母
the
マリアに
Virgin
捧げる
Mary.
存在だったのです
Who exactly
こ
are
の
these
人たちは
people?
一体
My
誰なんですか
ancestors.
私の先祖
These
です
five
5
men
人
were
と
all
もテンプル騎士
members.
団の一
5
員でした
ancestors in the
5 人
order.
も騎士
You
団
must
に
be
いた
very
なんて誇りで
Not
しょう
five.
5人ではありま
Where's
せん
the
6
sixth
人で
nine?
6人目の騎士はどこに
He
います
was
か彼
lost.
は
You
行方不明
lost an
ご
ancestor?
先祖様が行
It
方
is
不
a
明に
family
家族
matter.
の問題で
It's
す関係
Well,
の
it's
ない
connected
こ
with
と
the
です
curse of the
で、マ
Vasconcelos,
ス
isn't it?
コンセロス家の呪いと関係あるんですか
Yes, it
そう
is.
です。この件については話したくあ
Okay,
りま
well,
せん
I'll leave it for
わかり
now.
ました。今はこれ以上追求しません。
I think this must be it.
これがそ
This
の場
is
所だ
what
と
the
思います。
manuscript
写
is
本
pointing
が
to.
指し示す先はここで
This
す。
is
これは
it.
驚きです。
Am I to
テン
understand
プ
that
ル
the
騎士団が
Templars
ここに
left a
謎を
puzzle
残
here?
したと理解してよろしいです
And
か
in all
こ
of
んな
this
に長い
time we
間謎がある
failed
こ
to
とに気づかな
realize
かったのですか
It was wonderful to
伯
watch the
爵夫人が
Countess
目の前
change
で変
before
わ
my
ってい
eyes.
く様子は素晴らしかった。
Right. Well, no
そうですね。
time for
さあ
wallowing in
自己
self-pity, eh, Senor Stobat?
なんだ自己 なんちゃらに浸ってる暇はないですね。
This
ストッパードさん
mystery has
そんな
had a
長く
good
続きま
long
したが、
run,
今ここで終わりを告げます。
All those years of
彼女
fatalism
から
were
長
falling
年の
away from her.
運命論的な考えが消えつつあった。
Lopez!
ロペスを探
Lopez!
してきてほしい。
Go to the house
屋
and
敷
get
に
my
来て
chess
私の
set!
チェスセットを取って
Yes!
きてちょうだい。
The
そう、
old
古い
chess!
チェスセットよ。
Oh, damn the
ゲーム
game!
の途中だけどいいの。
Now hurry!
急いで。
Am I?
これは面
This
白い
is
展開ですね。
exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a
期待
blind
しす
alley.
ぎないでください。行き止まりかも。
Oh,
まさ
I
か
do
そんな
not
はずが
believe
ないわ。
that for a moment.
It's good to see you
あ
happy.
なたが嬉しそうで何よりです。
Happy?
嬉しそう。
You know,
そうか
I
もしれ
think
な
I
いですね
am.。
You certainly know your history.
あなたは歴史
No,
に詳
what's
しい
your
ですね。
opinion of
テ
the
ンプル騎士団について
Templars,
どう
Senor
思います
Stobart?
か、ストッパー
The
ドさん。
Templars?
テン
They
プル騎士
seem no
団
worse than a lot of the
他の
nightly
騎士団
orders.
と比べて特に悪いとは思い
You
ません。
are
それは誤解です。
mistaken. Compared to the
ホスピタ
simpering
ル騎士団の
politicians
卑
of
劣
the
な政
hospitals
治
of
家
the
や
brutish
野蛮な中東
Teutonics,
騎士団と比べれ
the
ば、
Knights
テンプル騎士
Templar
団は騎
were
士道
the
の象徴でし
embodiment
た。
of chivalry. The
あの
filthy,
汚らわしい
money-grabbing French
根の
king
王
and
者
his
のフ
pet
ランス
pope
王と
did
シ
a
リンカー
great
の教皇
wrong.
は大罪を犯しまし
A
た。
bane settled
私の
upon
一
my
族
family
にはあ
at
の
the
利己
whim
的な
of that
暴君の気まぐれで
self-seeking
災いが
tyrant.
降りかかり
It
ました。
was all a long
すべ
time
てはる
ago.
か昔の話ですね。
Some
消え
things
ないものもありま
don't
すわ。不正
die.
はその一つです。
Injustice is one of them.
While we're waiting,
待ってい
I'd
る間、
really
ここ
like
で
to
何
know
が
what
起きたのか
happened
知り
here.
たいんです。
I mean, the curse
つ
and
まり
everything?
呪いとか全部含めたこと
It
で
all
す。
began at the
全ては
time
テン
of
プ
the
ル騎士団
dissolution
の
of the Templars.
議論の時代に始まりま
Don
した。ド
Carlos
ン・カ
had
ルロス
already
は
left
学者
their
になるため
ranks
す
to
でに
become a
一族を
scholar.
離れてい
Don
ました
Carlos.
ドン・
Is
カ
he the
ルロ
guy
ス
who
は
went
行
missing?
方不明になった人物ですか？
But he had
しかし
reckoned without
彼
the
は地
local
元の
bishop.
司教を考慮に入れていません
The
でした
bishop
司
envied
教
the
は我々の土
lands
地を
and
妬み
determined to use
教
the
皇
papal
の
edict as an excuse
指
to destroy
令を
us.
口実に滅ぼそうとしたのです。
Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys
異端
when the
審問官が
Inquisition
到
arrived.
着した時、ドン・カルロスは学術旅行の最中で
When
した
Don Carlos
ドン・カ
returned,
ルロスが
it
戻
was
っ
to
た時、
find
忠
his
実
loyal
な
manservant slain and
流
his
木を
children
殺され、子
gone.
供たちも消えてい
They
ました。
took the
子
kids?
供たちを連れ
But
去ったん
why?
ですか？なぜですか？
Oh, we will never know.
真相は
The
闇の
bishop
中で
denied
す。司
all
教た
the
ちは
knowledge
子
of the
供の失踪
children's
を
disappearance.
一切否定しました。
But
しかし証
witnesses
人
had
は彼の
seen
部
his
下
men
が
kill the
護
servant
衛
who
役
had
の
been
使用
charged
人
to
を殺すの
protect
を
them.
目撃してい
What
ました。
happened to Don
ドン・カルロ
Carlos?
スはどうなったんですか？
He
彼
swore
は
he'd
世界の果
find
て
his
まで
children
元
if
に
he
なっ
had
て
to
子
go to
供
the
たちを見
edge
つ
of
け
the
ると
world.
誓いました。
He put on his
鎧
armor
を着
and
て
took up
剣
his
と盾を
sword
手
and
に取り
shield
一人で
and
旅立ち
rode
まし
out
た。
alone. He was
それから
never
二度と
seen
姿を見せる
again.
ことはありませんでした。
Ah, Lopez,
ロペス
you
こ
have
の
the
かけらを
pieces.
持っているかし
See, my lady, as you asked.
ら。はい、伯爵夫人、お望み通
Por
り。
favor, Senor
Odessu
Stobart,
desu ka?
would you be so
バード
kind?
さん、お願いできますでしょうか
My lady
伯爵夫人。
Calm
落ち
yourself,
着けなさい、ロ
Lopez.
ペス。
I believe Senor
バー
Stobart's
ドさんの
motives
動機は
are
純粋だと信じて
Very
います。
well, my
承知し
lady.
ました、伯爵夫人。
My lady seems to
伯爵夫
trust
人は
you.
君を信用している
But you
ようだ。
don't.
だが君は違う。
No,
イエス
senor.
トッパードさん。
It fits, Senor
ぴったりで
Stobart.
す、トッパードさん。
It
ぴったり合いました。
Working quickly, I
急
found
い
which
で作業し
pieces
て
went
ど
into
のか
which
けらがど
holes.
の穴にはまるかを判明しました。え、チェイスわかんないよ。キング、ナイト、辞書。 まであるの？なんかヒントないのかな。そうからんで。勝利しよう。全然わからん。こいつらがどう動くわけ？わからんな。ランダムに置くしかない。全方向行きます。言われてもわからん。 キングを D の3。3ではあるね。A, B, C, D かな。から B。まあ、こんなビショップ。
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that?
あれはね
It's not the Holy Grail,
まだ
is it?
これは聖杯伝説。
No, Senor Stobart.
いいえ、これは
It is the communion chalice of the De
セロ
Vasconcelos.
スケは聖母通用に使ってた聖杯。
Missing for almost 700 years.
Wow.
なんと、
Well, go on.
I
さあどうぞ。
I cannot. I can
私
hardly
にはで
believe
き
it
ま
is
せん。本
real.
物だなんて信じられません。
Go ahead.
いえ、
live a
ほら
little.
ご覧になってくださ
I'm sorry.
い。いいのですか。
This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death
それ
traps
は
only
何の可
occurred to
能
me
性
a
に
few
気
days
づいた
later.
のは数日後のことだった。
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Car.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish artist.
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestors.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find...
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, the guy at the museum identified the knight's crest.
That's great news. I knew Lobano would be lucky to have
It belongs to a Spanish family.
with Templar connections, no doubt.
That's one of the questions I want to ask them, if the family still exists. Just how long have you known Lobano?
Andre, we met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresher, showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working...
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little less air at the front. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Is there something going on between you and Lobano?
What business is it of yours? We agreed on this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business. Remember?
Yeah, but...
So get off my cake.
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger. She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with...
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
I have to go.
Okay.
礼拝について聞きに行けばいいのかな。
Hi,
Hello.
You didn't say you knew Nico at college?
Didn't I? Ah, oui. She was an odd little, quite an endearing wife, I suppose, but she always looks...
Well, that's hardly surprising. She was mourning her dad.
なんだ、弔ってき
I know. She wore nothing but black for 7 years. She was more Goth than Alaric the Visigoth.
た。アラリックよりゴシックだった。
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know you... What do you make...
It's a 14th...
You sure know... Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
スペイン製。まだ海外あるかな。ない。はい。また博物館行ってみようか。あ、教会か。まだいるね、この人たち。警官に見ててもわかんないだろうな。見ててみて。
Hello again. Hell, what is... What?
ワイン。さすが。
Hi again.
Oui?
Does this... It is very bad. You're not gonna get the chance.
Mm-hmm. ポリスメンか。ロビノーから、方向の場所を聞いた。調査する必要がある。
Excuse me. What do you... Is Rosso here?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
One moment.
Tell him I'm...
追い払われた。
Inspector.
See you...
モンコファン。モンコファン。
Well, I could, but I wanted it other than...
「どこにすればいいんだ正解」モンコフォン。ああ、追っ払わなきゃいけないな。
There was no water to... And the leak...
極限士に別のところに。
Hi again.
We...
It didn't... Look.
Ah,
A cloud.
no. It saw you were...
For a moment, but fell down the... Look.
Are you sick?
This...
I do not...
Well, I'm not selling it.
It is...
Catch it. Or in what? There was a small... It's a weird thing. Put them in their vacation. They look like... I once read a... It didn't. Obvious. Hello again, officer.
Hello again.
What do you think?
Ah, he is ex...
But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So? He is amusing. The traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I'm... Ah, well...
So, you're not gonna do anything about this guy?
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
路上公園の
Ah, a license. This
So what are you gonna do?
the
一
instant
人
I
戻り次
return
第
to
確認できる
Return to the
一人戻
station?
る彼に
Why
直
not?
接聞くのはどう
and
だ
spoil his
彼の邪魔をするとそん
concentration.
な野蛮なことが
What
でき
kind
る
of
と
a
思ってい
bug?
るのですか
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur.
うん
Hello again.
Hello?
一緒に帰らんや
I'll see you around.
Oui.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
うんうん
Catch you later.
Au revoir.
I had no desire. I once read it, obviously. A typically Parisian. Last time I visited, I decided
赤い花つけてる
an architect.
あ中入っちゃった
Well, I could, but I wanted other than. A bit of a stained glass window. Hoping for had been.
あ警察
Waiting
署
in
に行け
prayer.
ばいいのかな許可証が出てるかどうか調べに行けばいいんだ多分このおじさんがいら行かないなら
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Is Rosso?
Yes?
Yes.
One moment.
許可証見れないじゃん
Stop office here to see you, monsieur.
うん
Did he say what it...
No, monsieur.
Very...
来るんかいさっきは忙しいって言ってたの
What now, monsieur?
ピエロの許可証出てこないじゃん
Does this red nose mean anything?
I'd imagine.
You're absolute.
So long.
イエローの客観者知らんな。純さんが調べなきゃいけない。
It was Ross. Excuse. What do you? Are you?
Don't try my. Sheila.
ヒントを見てもんね。出し抜けば。何か曲芸できるかこいつ。
Hi again. Does this?
Where?
Forget it. The juggler was why he couldn't. Maybe he. Hi again.
Oui.
It didn't seem right. Have you?
I do not.
Oh, I'm not.
It is. And my Uncle Claude as ever.
I think so.
Some people believe.
Oh, that's. Well, both of the people who had this before me, and the guy who was supposed to get this was shot. Do you want it?
No.
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
You work it.
No.
You still la.
No.
Does it? You are sure?
Well, I was distracted. Caper.
どうやって
Catch it.
あれは
タイミングがあるか。やってるね。
I want it. Hello again.
hello.
What?
Ila.
Hell no.
Then
Do I?
No. No. If I'd known you were and not a humiliate,
What do you mean?
whoever heard of it?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it,
You look like a pathetic loon. We must.
I'll see you around.
We must.
貸 新商屋さんでももう行けないよね。ビールのもうちょっと見る。もうダブリングさせてくれないんじゃないの？
Hi again. We?
お、させてくれる。
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on that?
No.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate.
If you insist on come.
Okay, now for my secret.
花。
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected and left in a fury.
激怒して去っていった。
Hey! You forgot one of your balls! But he didn't hear.
ボール一つ
Better still,
もらった。
the gendarme decided
これ
maybe he
は
ought to do
私
some
が
policing for a
どうす
change.
る気になるよ。
There was a small... It's a weird thing. But you can take them, put them... They look... I had no desire...
で、穴開けるとこ見られる。いいんだ。暗いぞー。
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily. Now, I wasn't so... Okay, it's long jump. Here goes. Do I look crazy or something?
こっち見てるし、こっち見とるやん。
There was a handle in the boat that fed out chain with a hook on. A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. On the boat was a weird little boat. Either that. On the boat. There were 3
3
arches,
つのアーチ
each
が
with
並
an
ぶそれぞれ
inscription.
に碑文が刻まれていた。
There were 3 arches. The inscription was hard to read, but I
か
made
ろう
out
じてテンプリ
Templier and something about
騎士団と無実を
innocence.
訴えるような。
There were 3 arches. Close up.
色
My
褪せた
medieval
小さい
French isn't
フランス語
much,
は苦手だが
but
か
the
すかに
few
読んだ言
words
葉
I
から推測す
understood
るとそこは
seemed
公
to
主台
say,
が
this
設置さ
is
れた場所の
maybe.
ようだ。多分
The inscription was
碑文は
undecipherable.
読み取れなかった。
The
側溝
plaster
が剥が
had
れて
cracked.
剥が
I
れ落ちて
wondered
理
why.
由が気になった。
On the boat,
ハンドルのこっちに向けたりとかないの？
on the boat, there was a handle in.
これを掴んで投げればいいか、あっちに。いや、置いてっちゃったな。フックを持って水の中に落とせばいいのか。違う。
The recent showers had made the, but at least the place didn't smell so
匂い
much.
はいいよ。
The recent showers, but at least, what's a guy supposed to? Don't, Aunt. If the near end now,
これをくっつけるとか。
on the boat.
ミンチ。
Maybe not.
うんうんうん。フックを持ってハンドルやったら置いちゃう。フックを持ってそうなん。
The inscription was
ここでなんかしなきゃいけない。
There was a handle in the boat that fed out. On the boat, a weird little boat lay tied up. Either that or... On the boat, what's a guy supposed... Don't. What's a guy supposed... Don't. The hook was held rigidly. The hook was held rigidly by the tightly wound chain. A hook dangled from the...
わからんな。ちょっとでも動けないですね。あれ、ボールある。ボールくっつけるか。なんか
If I wanted to get... If the near edge hadn't... Now. On the boat.
なんだ。見るか。降りたんだけど。 れがヒントになってる？
Close up, I could see if my medieval friend, maybe. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out. The inscription was, I wondered. The hook was.
なんか役立ちそうなのないしな。
A weird little book. Either that. What's a guy supposed? Don't. If I wanted to get, if the near edge hadn't crumbled away, now, I would.
これの先っちょをどうすってんだ。
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
どうなん？わかりません。ダメだということで。もう頭変えたらあかんから今日こんなもんかな。おやすみ。